Good evening. This is All India Radio, and I'm Lalema Aneja Dang with the news at 9. The headlines. Both houses of parliament adjourned for the day in a row over Rahul Gandhi's remarks and Adani Group matter. NIA conducts multiple searches in Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab over terror conspiracy to radicalize youth and target security personnel. Chief of Defence Staff Anil Chauhan stresses on the need to incorporate human factors engineering in making indigenous weapons. India signs agreement with World Bank for construction of Green National Highway Corridors project in 4 states. And in badminton, India's women's doubles pair of Trisa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand Pulela advanced to second round of All England Open Badminton Championships. Logjam continued in both the Houses of Parliament on the third consecutive day today over Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's democracy remarks and Adani Group matter. In Lok Sabha, when the House reassembled after the first adjournment at 2 p.m., Treasury bench members again started sloganeering, demanding apology from Mr. Gandhi. Members from the Congress, the DMK and some other opposition parties trooped into the well, demanding JPC probe in the Adani Group issue. Amid noisy scenes, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi reiterated the allegation that Mr. Gandhi had insulted Parliament by his remarks. He also alleged that the Congress leader cast aspersions on the chair. Mr. Joshi demanded that action should be taken against the protesting members for their unruly behavior. Amid the ruckus, the presiding officer urged the members to allow the House to function, but in vain. He adjourned the House for the day. A similar scene was witnessed in the Rajya Sabha when the House reassembled after the first adjournment at 2 p.m. Treasury bench members started sloganeering against Mr. Gandhi, demanding his apology. Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar called Leader of Opposition Mallikarjun Kharge to speak. As noisy scenes prevailed, the House was adjourned for the day. The National Investigation Agency has conducted searches at multiple locations in Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab in connection with a terror conspiracy hatched by Pakistan-based commanders of proscribed terrorist organizations to radicalize youth and target security personnel. Searches were conducted yesterday at 11 locations in Jammu and Kashmir, including Kulgam and Shopian, and 1 location in Fatehgarh Sahib of Punjab belonging to the suspects of this case. The agency in a statement said the digital devices and incriminating material were seized from these locations. The accused were also found involved in spreading terror in Jammu and Kashmir over cyberspace. In June last year, NIA had registered a suo motu case against cadres of various proscribed outfits and their affiliates who were operating under various pseudo-names. In follow-up operations in 2022, searches were also conducted at various locations in Jammu and Kashmir. The agency said that during investigations, 12 suspects were identified who were in touch with different Pakistan-based handlers. Chief of Defence Staff Anil Chauhan has emphasized on the need for incorporation of the human factors engineering in the designs to make indigenous weapons suitable for soldiers. Mr. Chauhan was speaking at the inauguration of a workshop on the topic in military platforms in New Delhi today. He also called for creating a synergistic approach and policy framework for the implementation of the engineering by keeping in mind both long-drawn battles and short-duration special operations. Speaking on the occasion, DRDO Chairman Dr. Samir V. Kamath highlighted the initiatives taken by DRDO for the implementation of the engineering as an integral part of the product development cycle to ensure that the products are developed not only for Indian soldiers but are also available for export. He emphasized that in the age of artificial intelligence and system autonomy for defense equipment, the human factors engineering will play an equally important role. The second G20 Education Working Group meeting was held at Amritsar today, where IIT Ropar, under the Minister of Education, hosted a seminar on strengthening research and promoting innovation through richer collaboration. Here's more from our correspondent.
In today's meeting, countries like Australia, France, India, and the United Kingdom shared insights on the role of various stakeholders to promote research on the emerging innovations, their impact on education systems and society in general. Another panel discussion on research in sustainable development goals saw panelists representing China, Oman, South Africa, UAE, and UNICEF laying importance on enhancing the capacities of universities being the core of research. The seminar focused on bridging the gap between government, academia, industry linkages for designing solutions for addressing global challenges. Akanksha Saxena, AIR News, Chandigarh.
Sikkim is set to host a B20 or Business 20 meeting under India's G20 presidency tomorrow in Gangtok. Addressing a press conference in Gangtok today, Chief Minister Tamang said G20 events will provide a platform to Sikkimese entrepreneurs to explore opportunities outside the state. Here's more from our correspondent.
Sikkim will host the third of four Business 20 or B20 events scheduled in the Northeast under India's G20 presidency tomorrow. B20 is the official G20 dialogue forum with the global business community and among the most prominent engagement groups of the G20. Among other sectors, the state's vibrant organic farming will be prominently showcased to the world through the B20 event. Startup 20 events are scheduled on the 18th and 19th of March in Gangtok. With Diliram Dulal, Cycle Sarkar from Gangtok for AIR.
As Mann Ki Baat reaches its 100th episode next month, let us recall the words of Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the role of Khadi as a symbol of Atmanirbhar Bharat. During the first episode of Mann Ki Baat on the 3rd of October 2014, the Prime Minister called on people to promote Khadi. The Prime Minister's inspiring words led to tremendous rise in Khadi sales.
People, voice and direct dialogue. That's your and our Mann Ki Baat. Yes, this is how our Prime Minister connects with millions of countrymen. With the program Mann Ki Baat aired on the last Sunday of every month on All India Radio. This series, which started on 3rd of October 2014, will complete its 100th episode in April 2023. On this occasion, All India Radio is going to present some selected addresses of the Prime Minister from this special program which guided the country on a new path. In the second episode of the series, celebrating 100th episode of Mann Ki Baat, let's listen to the inspirational excerpts from the first episode of Mann Ki Baat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is greatly influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. Maybe this is the reason why he chose the date 3rd of October 2014 for the launch of Mann Ki Baat just a day after Gandhi Jayanti. Gandhiji not only gave a new edge to the freedom movement through Khadi, but also taught the country the lesson of self-reliance. The Prime Minister in the first address of Mann Ki Baat had encouraged Khadi. In his address, the Prime Minister had said,
हम जब महात्मा गांधी की बात करते हैं तो खादी की बात बहुत स्वाभाविक ध्यान में आती है। आपके परिवार में अनेक प्रकार के वस्त्र होंगे, अनेक प्रकार के फैब्रिक्स होंगे, अनेक कंपनियों के प्रोडक्ट होंगे। क्या उसमें एक खादी का नहीं हो सकता क्या? मैं आपको खादीधारी बनने के लिए नहीं कह रहा हूँ। आप पूर्ण खादीधारी होने का व्रत करें ये भी नहीं कह रहा हूँ। मैं सिर्फ इतना कहता हूँ कि कम से कम एक चीज, भले हैंडकरचीफ हो, भले घर में नहाने का तौलिया हो, भले हो सकता है बेडशीट हो, तकिए का कवर हो, पर्दा हो, कुछ तो भी हो। अगर परिवार में हर प्रकार के फैब्रिक का शौक है, हर प्रकार के कपड़ों का शौक है, तो एक ये भी तो होना चाहिए। और ये मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ कि अगर आप खादी का वस्त्र खरीदते हैं तो एक गरीब के घर में दिवाली का दिया जलता है।
Well, this is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Northeast Diary program, broadcast every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. In this week's Northeast Diary, on 16th of March 2023, we bring an exclusive interview with the Handloom and Textile Minister of Assam, U.G. Brahma, on the topic of self-reliant women. Looking forward to seeing you there.
India and the World Bank have signed a loan agreement for the construction of Green National Highway Corridors project in 4 states, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh. The agreement has been signed for the construction of 781 kilometers in these states with loan assistance of $500 million. In a written reply to a question in Rajya Sabha today, Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari said the total project cost is over 7,662 crore rupees. He said the objective of the Green National Highways Corridors project is to demonstrate safe and green highway, keeping in view climate resilience and use of green technologies. The government has informed that under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, 2 crore 18 lakh Pakka houses have been completed till the 11th of this month. In a written reply to a question in Rajya Sabha, Minister of State for Rural Development Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti said that under this scheme, states and union territories have already sanctioned 2 crore 85 lakh Pakka houses to the beneficiaries out of a total of 2 crore 94 lakh houses allocated to them. She informed the House that the government has targeted to construct 2 crore 95 lakh Pakka houses with basic amenities by March 2024. The government has constituted a commission to study the possibility of granting scheduled caste status to Dalit Christians and Muslims. In a written reply to a question in Rajya Sabha, Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment, A. Narayana Swamy, said the government is fully committed to provide all facilities to the commission for its effective functioning. He said the commission has already begun working. It has been provided all necessary secretarial assistance and other facilities, he added. The minister informed that a full-fledged separate budget head has also been created for the commission, which will be functional from financial year 2023-24. President Draupadi Murmu is scheduled to reach Kochi tomorrow as part of a 6-day tour of Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Lakshadweep. This is her maiden visit to Kerala and Lakshadweep after taking over as president of the country. The president, who arrives at the Cochin International Airport tomorrow afternoon, will proceed to Naval Air Station INS Garuda. She will visit the indigenously built aircraft carrier INS Vikrant at the Cochin shipyard and will interact with the officers and sailors of the aircraft carrier. In the evening, President Murmu will award the President's colours to INS Dronacharya, the gunnery school of the Indian Navy at Fort Kochi. She will also release a special cover to mark the occasion. The overall death toll from record-breaking tropical cyclone Freddy has risen to over 270 in Malawi, Mozambique and Madagascar. Freddy hit the coast of southern Africa for a second time in a month over the weekend and was still causing heavy rain today, hampering relief efforts, making it one of the deadliest storms to hit the continent in the last 2 decades. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed distress at the devastation due to Cyclone Freddy. In a message, Mr. Modi gave his condolences to the presidents of the 3 countries, the bereaved families and those affected by the cyclone. He said, India stands with them in this tough time. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur today inaugurated the IBA Women's World Boxing Championship in New Delhi. The Boxing Federation of India is hosting the prestigious tournament from the 15th to the 26th of March. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Thakur said 324 women boxers from about 65 countries are taking part in the championship in 12 weight categories. He said India has risen to the 3rd position from 44th position in the latest International Boxing Association IBA World Rankings. In badminton, India's women's doubles pair of Triza Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand Pulela advanced to the 2nd round of All England Open Badminton Championships today. And before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Both houses of parliament adjourned for 3rd day in a row over Rahul Gandhi's remarks and Adani Group matter. NIA conducts multiple searches in Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab over terror conspiracy to radicalize youth and target security personnel. Chief of Defence Staff Anil Chauhan stresses on the need to incorporate human factors engineering in making indigenous weapons. India signs agreement with World Bank for construction of Green National Highway Corridors project in 4 states. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.